Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast. We lit. Let everybody know we lit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday, baby. Friday the 13th. Happy birthday to Donald Beecham. My brother Black, today's his birthday, Friday the 13th. Nah, 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 nah. Da 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 da. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast, man. Hit that share button, hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed, use a mother hater. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast, man.
C23.
Little late.
Pack your shit.
But we up.
Hey, Thomas,
It's
let's
Friday
go.
the 13th. We lit. Let's go. Shalom alaikum to all my eyes, man.
They let me out this bitch now. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah. No longer trapped. Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living while that shit is soon in. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Little Bit State on the map. You can visit Lil Rody, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how it go, nigga, no longer trap. If you're feeling the shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me Maybe a few minutes you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get trapped, then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more. Yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Yo, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out, yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Y'all niggas be good. Work.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. If you got a homosexual, man, get him up. It's time to go. It's time for him to get up. It's Friday the 13th. We're going to talk about Friday the 13th real quick. Now, I just want to speak on Friday the 13th. A lot of bad things. I know that if you're not superstitious, this don't go for you. But it tends to think, I tend to think that when you start thinking about Friday the 13th, you tend to get into some shit. You understand what I'm saying? You tend to get into some shit. So all the fellas, all the ladies, today's Friday the 13th, please don't get into some shit. Because you're going to be stuck for the weekend. You understand what I'm saying? So please don't get into no shit. You know what I'm saying? I stress that because I've seen a lot of people on Friday the 13th get into some shit. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. All right, now, my first topic, right, is going to be, it's crazy, but it's the truth. And a lot of parents probably not going to get it. Probably these young boys ain't going to get it, but it's the truth. So hit that share button, hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button. And let them know the No Longer Trap podcast is lit. First, I'm going to say this. If you have a young son and he's out here in these streets committing or shooting people and he's hurting people, I'm talking to you right now. And I'm talking to him or her if they're listening. I was sitting the other day talking with some young. They wasn't young boys. They was young men. And I was sitting there and I was describing to them what happens when you get booked for murder. What happens when you get booked for attempted murder? What happens when you get booked for a firearm? I've been booked for all three, or I've been booked and prosecuted for all of them. So what I'm saying is, I asked them a few questions. If you leave right now to go through a life sentence, is your boys going to look out for you? You think that all your boys are going to be there for you through a life sentence? They all looked at each other, right? I swear to God, when I tell you they looked at each other, when they looked at each other with that doubt, if you got to look at your boy for that doubt to say, you going to hold me down if I do a life bid, you know he's not going to do it, bro. You know in your inside of your heart, you feel he's not going to do it. You feel right there in his face, he felt it and you felt it. If you feel that kind of doubt, why would you risk your life? Why would you risk your life? You're going inside prison by yourself for the rest of your life. And you know your friends ain't going to be there for you. How can you pick up a firearm and go ride and go slide knowing that You know that. How can you grab a gun and go do something? My second question. Do you have, all four of you right now, do you have $15,000 for an attorney? I'm going to start with you. No. 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 Do you have $15,000 together to hire a lawyer? I'm going to start with you this time. No. 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 So why would you? All right. So now, I need y'all to stay with me. So now, you know the first element. This is the second element. You know, all of you don't have attorney fees. You're going to have to get a public defender. Now you're really going upriver. Now you're really going upriver. Now you're really going, you have no attorney fees. What about commissary? What about a tablet? What about a TV? All right. I went there. Y'all answered that. Let's go to the third element. Can your family, and when I mean family, I mean your girl, your kids, your household, survive without you? Answer that question. I'm going to start right here this time. I'm going to start in the middle. No. 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 That's the third element. So why would you pick up a gun and go do this? Oh no, it goes on. Can you fight? Are you at least going to fight your opposition when you see them in prison? Because you're going to see them. Are you at least going to fight? Are you at least going to keep up the aggression that you had when you had that blue steel in your hand? I'm saying I'm really not a fighter, but if he hits me, I'll fight. That's the weakest story. You're going to be fooled in jail. Yeah, I'll fight. I'm saying, we just leave that shit on the street. You're going to be fooled. What's up with you? I'm saying if they hit me, I'm going to fight back. What happened to that same aggression when you was on the streets? See, I don't respect people that kill people no anymore. I'm just not for that. I'm at my age where I'm not for that. But like I told you, and my big cousin told you, I'm for peace, but I'm ready for war. That I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. You understand? It's sad, but I'm going to be like this for the rest of my life. I'm for peace. I'm definitely for peace. But one thing I don't respect, these young boys and some of these dudes, they go to prison, they don't want to have beef no more. They don't even have a couple scraps. It's like when you, on the street we got war, but as soon as we get in there with them crackers, bow! No, we can save that for the streets. You can save all that chaotic stuff, right? Where there's no kids. You do it where there's kids, grandmothers, mothers, but you just won't go do it in prison. Because you ain't built like that. You ain't built like that. You're not built like that. How many of you dudes done seen your yo, yo, you know how many young boys I seen and go, yo, Trap, your homeboy's not built like that. I smacked him in jail. Trap, yo, he's not built like that. I seen him. He didn't want to do nothing. He tucked his head. He tucked his tail. See, these are the elements that you gotta be ready for. And some of you dudes, and I need to stress this. How long do you think you're gonna get away with shooting people and killing people before they grab you? Or before you get killed? How long? How many people? How long before you get caught? That's why a fist fight at my age, I would have to. I have no choice. Because like I told you, I'm ready for war, man. But I want peace. I want peace. Everybody around me, we want peace. We know how it feels to be in that cell. You remember all them elements I just read down to y'all? I know how it feels. My friends, my peers, we know how it feels. We know how it feels. We don't want you guys to know how that feels. Because we know that some of you are not built like this. You are not built like this. Yo, I could go in my city right now and I could pluck 10 of yous out the whole city. I could pluck 10 of yous out. That official tissue. Inside out. On site, in mind. You know what I'm talking about. 10 of yous. The other ones, they like to be around yous. You gotta stop wanting to be around the way dude. You wanna hang around the dude that's gonna pop off. But you ain't gonna pop off. You're not gonna fight. You're gonna leave the dude that pops off, right? Can I tell you guys something? And this is my opinion. The dude that pops off all the time, the one that's always ready for it, yo, he gets left in prison all the time, man. While y'all suckers sit outside and live your life, you don't even send pictures. You forget about that wild dude that was protecting you, that wild dude that was always making sure you was good, the wild dude that was always getting in your shit because nobody never did nothing to him. The one, you just forget about him all the time. They're all in the penitentiary, I know him. There's a lot of y'all forgot about him. And that's what's going to happen to the ones that are out here now. That's why I tell them now. They're going to forget about you, bro. They're going to forget about you. They're going to be out here trying to fuck your girl, or they are going to be fucking your girl, your baby's mothers. They're going, that's gone, bro. That shit is gone. Them morals and shit is gone. I need you to think about that. Before you pick up that strap, before you go slide on somebody, think about the No Longer Trap podcast and what Trap was trying to tell you. And I guarantee you put that strap away. I guarantee you look at this pussy ass motherfucker and say, hey, yo, man, you do just like they did in the movie, man. Here, man, you got to handle. You remember in Training Day when Denzel Washington was in Damu neighborhood? He was in Damu neighborhood in the Damus. He said, kill this motherfucker. Man, Damu told him, yo, bro, We put in our own work over here, blood, and he put that strap down. You got to put your own work in. That's what you tell. Yo, man, you guys are going to leave me, man. You guys are going to leave me in jail, man. You guys are not going to be there for me for a life sentence if I get dead or if I go to prison. If I get killed, you're not going to slide for me. You're not going to drop nothing for me. You're going to go on with your lives, and you're going to try to fuck my baby's mother. That's what you're going to do. So here, take this and go on and handle that, bro. I guarantee you they don't go handle that. I know I did it. I know I did it. They ain't gonna go handle that. They're gonna come up with every excuse. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. They'll come up with every excuse. They'll come up with every excuse. See, when I was a jit, I wish I had the No Longer Trap podcast and I could hear somebody that went through I wish I would have said, man, you guys are crazy, man. I ain't going to jail, man. I'm not going to prison. You guys are going to be sleeping with my lady. My lady's going to have kids. My lady's going to, nope, she's going to move on. Nope. You guys is going to, I ain't going to see my family. I'm going to get transferred out of state, put in segregation for 10 years. Nah, hell no. I ain't get one letter from, one picture. Nah, hell no. Hell no. See, a lot of times you don't understand that until you're sitting in that cell and the years are going by and nobody's sending you pictures. None. You just hearing about the streets. And you know what happens? I'm going to tell you what happens. You forget about the streets. You know what I used to do? You know what survived me with 24 years in prison? I forgot, after like 10 years, I forgot about the streets, bruh. Only time I wanted to know about the streets, if I needed a package. If I needed a package. That's the only time I wanted to know about the streets, or if I had a bitch that was going to send me some panty shots or something. Other than that, I didn't want to know about the streets. I wanted to know about the money I was making in prison and how I was surviving, and me and my brothers were going to be safe. That's the only thing. We wasn't worried about the streets. If somebody came over, we'd go every now and then and holler about the streets, but we really didn't want to hear about the streets. We didn't want to hear you guys lie to us. So many of our friends done lied to us, done told us they was going to do this, they was going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you what? I had a Christmas order every year, man. Every year, me and my brothers had Christmas orders. And it wasn't because of you dudes that was with us when we had the guns and we was sliding. Nah, it wasn't you. It wasn't them that was making sure we had Christmas orders. It wasn't them. It was our desire to live. That's what it was. Our desire to still live. See, when we were in prison, we didn't go in prison and say, man, I'm just going to do this life sentence. I'm just going to do this 40 years. I'm just going to do this 30 years. Nah. Brothers went in there and stayed fit, stayed healthy, stayed athletic. We had our own community in there. We played football. We had training. We had basketball. It was like our own world. We had our own world inside prison. It was a bunch of guys doing a whole bunch of time that forgot about you people. We forgot about you. That's even moving into my next topic. Some of you mothers, I want to say this to you. Stop babying these kids if they want to commit these serious crimes. Because you know what I'm seeing? A lot of you mothers calling me, oh, Trap, my son's in maximum security, and your son killed some. Yo, let me tell you something. You have to let him be a man. He could committed a crime. Every time he gets into trouble, you can't keep running to him, going crazy out here in the streets because your son's in prison getting in trouble. Your son wanted to commit these crimes. And I'm going to say this because I'm going to speak back to me. My mother, I love my mother. I love my mother dearly. And I don't tell her this enough. I don't even show her it enough. Because of little quarrels that me and my mother have. But I've learned that I had to let them little quarrels go with me and my mother. Because I held resentment for my mother because my mother didn't run up to the prison and see me. My mother didn't run up to go put money in my account. My mother didn't run to the lawyer's office and empty her bank account to get me a lawyer because I stabbed somebody in jail or I committed a crime in jail. This is the resentment I held for my mother. And I was wrong. And for all these years, I used to think she didn't love me because of that. Nah. My mother loves me to death. My mother will kill any one of you for me. Any one of you. My mother will take your life. As a man, I stand in front of you and I tell you that, my mother was saying to me, Adrian, how many times I told you about playing with guns? Adrian, how many times did I tell you your friends was going to leave you in training school when you was in group homes? How many times, Adrian? How many times did I tell you this? So now, you're in jail for this crime that they don't want you to come home no more. After me telling you this was going to happen to you. So now, this is where you got to be a man. And my mother came up. I was in intake. I tell everybody this story. The only visit my mother came up twice in 24 years. But the first visit my mother came up after I caught all my time. You know what my mother told me? She said, Adrian, I'm not running up and down to this prison, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I want you to mind your business while you're in here and don't take no shit from nobody. That was all she said to me. She said she didn't want me to take no shit from nobody. I looked at her. Now, mind you, I'm 17 years old. I didn't understand then. As a man, I understand with a son that's in prison. With some of my friends' kids that are in prison. I understand now what my mother was trying to tell me. So what I tell my son, you gotta figure it out. You know why? Because I told you. What did I tell you was gonna happen? I don't want to hear people say, oh, I'm not leaving my son. I'll never leave. See, it's a difference between leaving your son in prison and making him be a man. And stand on the shit that he was out here doing. Stand on the shit, reality. That's what I call it, standing on reality. Reality is, if you out here playing with guns and you shooting people, you could end up in prison for the rest of your life and you're going to have to deal with these consequences. Reality. Everybody else doesn't have to deal with your consequences because you did it. How does my mother, my sister, why does everybody have to run up to the prison, send me the income tax checks, make sure I got money, run up to the prison, send me this, answer my collect calls? Why do people have to subject themselves to that? Because I made a mistake and then get mad. And then you get mad at them when they don't want to do it.
When somebody don't want to subject to the life that you chose, how can you get mad? How can you get mad? That's just my personal view on it. That's the view that I emphasize when I'm talking to anybody. Cause not just young dudes, some older dudes need to hear this too. If you 45, you over 40 years old running around with a gun, causing problems, trying to shoot somebody at 40 years old with a gun, running around with a pistol at a nightclub, do you know? Hold up. Let me just tell you. You're never ever coming home again in life. Never. So if it's worth all that, my guy, my girl, if it's worth all that at 40 years old, carrying a pistol, ready to blow somebody's head off so everybody can know that you're a killer at 40, I salute you, bro, because you're going somewhere, man. It's cold in there, man. It's cold in there. It's cold in there. That's all and you know what? It's crazy. I no longer try to back you 40-year-old dummies down. If you 40-year-old goofies want to, I'm just walking away, getting in my car, leaving. I'm not being nowhere around you goofies if you doing stupid shit. You crazy? Cause I'm not eating somebody shoot me by accident. I'm not eating that. So I'm gonna go. I can't, you understand? 40 years old, that's a life sentence for us. We're gonna die in prison. See, some of you goofies that are 40 years old running around with guns, you've never been to prison. So you never got to stink of that. You don't know how it feels. When you learn now, it's too late. At least I learned when I was 17. Learning right now, that's why I'm something not to be played with. Because where I'm at, if you do something to me, it's not, if I'm going to go out, I'm going all the way out. I know it's a death sentence. In my mind, I know it's a death sentence to get pushed. If I get pushed, it's a death sentence to me. So I'm going all the way out. So I know I can't go there. I can't go there. Call me what you want, I can't go there. Because I know where I'm going. I know what that cell feels like. I'm going back to it for the rest of my life. I'm not going to make it out. I'm not going to be one of the fortunate guys to make it out. So in my mind, all I'm saying is I got to make this worth it. I got to crash. That's why I'm scared of myself. I'm so scared of myself. You don't understand. I thought I wasn't scared of nobody in the world but Allah. But I'm really scared of myself. And when I came to terms to say that, I'm scared of myself, that's why I'm lasting. That's why I'm lasting, because I'm scared of myself. None of yous. Myself. And this is what I try to tell people. When you could, at 40 years old, I'm not talking to you, bruh. If you don't know what I'm talking to you, telling you right now, bruh, at 40 years old, then go on and crash. Go on and crash. I'll read about it on Facebook. They'll be talking about it. I catch it on Facebook, on Instagram. I catch it. They'll be talking about it. Oh, such and such just crashed, man. He killed BZ Blue, boom, in front of such and such. Yeah, all of them are snitching on him. Yup, all of the girls, and they got my camera. They gave the camera to the cops? What? Yo, he's 40. Yo, he's never coming home again. Yo, they give you 2 life sentences. They give you a life sentence for the gun, and they give you a life sentence for the murder. So your first time you go for parole is in 50 years. I didn't get that, and the rest of my brothers didn't get that. You go up for in 50 years. Can your daughter and your son and your inner house, can they survive without you? Without your income? Without your guidance in the house? This is what I want. I just want to tell y'all fellas. Can they survive? The rest of your life, we're not talking about 1 or 2 years, 5 years, even 10 years. Because I've seen people that survived that, families that survived that. But I'm talking about the rest of your life. Yo, can I tell you that? Yo, there's so many brothers from this community that are in maximum security, high security, medium security right now that are doing the rest of their lives. It's some of y'all family members, some of y'all brothers, cousins. Yo, I know you're understanding what I'm saying right now. And I wish that them brothers could have listened to me and before they made this chant, made that decision. But y'all understand what I'm going through. Y'all understand what my mind state is. Yo, a lot of my brothers that been where I've been, yo, they're sitting there going right now, it's touching them going, yo, I know what Trap's talking about, man. I was in there, my whole crew left me, man. You see all the guys that came home from prison, a few of them are still running with their same crews. They're not running with them crews no more. Them old crews left them. They're not, nah. And and a lot of us, let me tell you something. Yo, I build bonds with brothers on every side of town. That's why I claim my city. I don't claim no side of town. I love brothers that I've met in prison like I've known them all my life, and I will give my life with these brothers, man. I'm telling you. These brothers, we have a bond that's unbreakable. You know why it's unbreakable? Because we was at the bottom together. We fought together. We sometimes fought against each other together. I mean, against each other. Sometimes we argued in big, I done had fights, fist fights with some of my brothers that I was in prison with. But let me tell you something. We have an unbreakable bond. We don't even have to talk every day. They all got my number right now. I got all of their numbers. I know I could go to their house. They could come to, yo. Whatever, it don't matter sides of town. I'll go up to their side of town. They could be there with their whole side of town. Because I know that if their side of town comes after me, they're going to have to get him too. That's a fact. There's no thinking about that. That's a fact. Good morning, Benny. Good morning, Benny.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, little bro. Love and appreciate you, man. Continue to be great, man.
I try to, man. I try to.
Okay, I got one question, and it's actually, your answer is because I know the youth actually listen to your podcast. They do. They don't just say, oh, I heard of you. There's a reason why they heard of you. It's because they chime in. They definitely chime in. So here's the question. And it's speaking to them. And this is the question to you speaking to them. Can you tell them what scenarios in life when things go crazy and awry that you do tell?
Okay, I got you, Benny. I got you, and I got. All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna tell you this.
Now, a lot of yous are not going to understand this.
And a lot of yous will understand this because I've been telling this scenario for 25 years. I'm gonna say 20 years. When I started talking to kids, this is what I used to tell them. If you was in a classroom and somebody was going to bring a gun and kill the whole classroom, how many of you guys would snitch on this guy to bring him in jail? Most of the class, I say, this is what I do. I say, I want this half of whoever would snitch, I want you to go on this side of the room. Because I want to see all you snitches go on this side. This is exactly how I do it. I need all you snitches to go on this side, and all you people that won't snitch, stay on this side. All of the tough guys, they all stand on this side because they won't snitch. Cool. I get everybody that is snitch, I get them on that side. Then I go, my next question is, if your mother, your brother, or your sister was in the classroom, would you snitch? If you would snitch, go to this side. If you won't snitch, I want you to stay on this side. Every one of them go to that side. So now, my next question to them is, why is your family more important than mine? They start thinking about it. And salute to all the high schools that I've just did this in. They all are so beautiful. Charette High School, shout out to Charette High School, shout out to the principal there, shout out to Corey Brown. Yo, them kids, they all get it. They get it. They get it. Now, like I explained to them, if I'm going to go with a gun to shoot up the school and you tell on me, I'm mad at you. I am so mad at you.
But let me tell you something. You saved my life. You saved me from doing the most worst thing I could ever do in life. Yes, I might go to prison. Yes, I'm going to be in there for a long time. But I can rehabilitate. Like I tell the children, that you're saving this man's life. In 20 years, this man can come home from prison and thank yous and go, yo, I was getting ready to make the worst mistake of my life, and I just want to thank each and every one of you that told the police that I was going to do it. You're not a snitch. You are a hero. You saved everybody in that room's life. That's not a snitch. You are a hero. This is what I tell the kids. Let me tell you something about a snitch. A snitch is me and Benny going to do a crime, right? And then I'm going to the police station and I get up yeah, Benny did it. Benny told me to do it. Yup, it was all Benny's idea. That's a snitch. A snitch is somebody that wears a wire around somebody and is trying to entrap one of his friends. That's a snitch. A snitch is somebody that gets on the stand and tells on one of his friends on a crime that they was doing. That's a snitch. A kid in school that sees somebody committing a crime is not a snitch. You're a civilian. You're a hero. This is what the kids don't understand. It's a difference, man. It's a difference. We don't want our kids to grow up thinking that because they see somebody get killed right there cold-bloodedly, right, that they don't supposed to say nothing. I'm just saying, that's the reality. We can't teach the kids that. We can't imagine, just imagine. This is coming from me. And I say this all the time. Because the old timer told me this. I said, man, I hate snitches, man. I swear, I just want to kill all of them. I hate them, man. That's all they do is put us in cells. Old Man Block, shout out to Old Man Block. You know what I'm saying? From CT. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. I learned so much from him. My roommate, man. 3 years in the box. That was my roommate. You know what I'm saying? Charles. He's from Hartford. Homicide Hartford. Shout out to Homicide Hartford. But he told me, he said, young blood. He said, imagine we had no snitches in your community. Would your kids be safe? Would your mother be safe? Would your father be safe? Would your grandkids be safe? I looked at him and I said, probably not. Why? You think that we don't get down? He said, no, it's not about getting down. He said, if we didn't have no law and order in some certain way, we'll be living like barbarics, like some of these people think we are. We'll really be living like barbarians. We'll be just killing. See, I love medieval movies. So when you watch a medieval movies, how them people could just kill and just walk away like it's nothing. Imagine, you know how many bodies? I know I would have a lot. Or I would be dead. Or I know I'd be dead. My kids, we'll be living crazily. You think that we'll be living happy? You think that our kids will be going to school safe? You think that our females will be working in establishments safe? If you have no laws and people can just go rape women when they want, you got an attractive woman that works at a thing, there's no laws, somebody come in there with a crew of guys and rape her? Let's think about that. Then you'll say, he really made me think about that and understand. And for those that don't understand it, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I took it. Everybody's not going to take it like me. Some people are going to criticize me for it, like yesterday. I got criticized for talking about mental health. You believe that? I didn't even want to take no time because I'm on my hours almost up. But I just want to tell this individual, right? Does nobody ever make excuses for mental health people, man? So stop. If you got in your mind, people always try to use that mental health as an excuse, you're defeated. I don't want to talk to you. That's why I didn't respond. I don't see some things I learned that's unrespondable. Shout out to all my mentors, all my brothers, all my sisters that teaching me that every day, Trap, you don't got to respond to everything. You don't got to respond to everything. You're too emotional, you're going to say the wrong thing, and it's going to snowball. So I learned to not, so that's why I didn't address you. It wasn't that you outworded me because you used all them big words. I don't care about all the big words. See, a lot of people think that they could out big word me. That's what I call you. When you kind of come to me, he been in jail 24 years. You know I'm a computer literate. You know what I'm saying? I just learned how I got my GED in prison. So you guys kind of try to, some of you, not a lot of you, just try to take advantage of me. And I used to let it bother me. That shit don't even bother me. I call you guys you just write the big words and stuff. You use big words. You just write big words. You just write long texts because you know I'm not gonna read them. They're too long. You're better off just saying it to me. My capacity don't let me read them long texts. You know what it was? I never used to read the bookings in prison. But when I went to SEG, I used to read the whole booking because that was the only thing we used to have in SEG to read. So I would sit in my cell with the light on for 23 hours and I was just read the back of the booking, up and down the booking. So that's why I don't like to read no more. I learned how to read from reading bookings. I know some of you don't understand it, but some of my dudes, they know what I'm talking about. I really learned how to read from bookings because when I was in segregation, they wouldn't give me GED books because I was in GED class, and Sam used to try to get me the books in seg. So he couldn't give me books in seg, so Sam came to see me in seg one day. He seen I had a rack of bookings. You know, you get the pink one, I had all of them sitting on the desk. Then Sam said, Adrian, come here. He said, they won't let me give you books. But you see that paperwork they get over there? Try reading that. I looked at him, I said, Sam, I don't read that shit, man. He said, hey, I'm just giving you an idea until you get out, all right? And he left. And you know what? I really ended up doing that. I did that for years, just reading my bookings, reading paragraph 6. I used to know them back I used to know all the rules. I used to know, so that's why when I used to be at the discipline boards, I used to be very talkative because I knew all the rules from reading the bookings. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my hour, man. Yo, I love you guys, man. I'll see you guys on Monday, man. I appreciate you. It's going to be a whole new scene in here. We got a whole new makeup coming on. We getting ready to be dope. We got a whole new, we got a lot of things, man. I need y'all to really tune in on Monday. Really tune in. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know we lit. You know what I'm saying? On Monday, we're going to be here. We're going to be lit. You understand what I'm saying? We got a whole different scheme. Whole different look. Yo, check it out, the No Longer Trap podcast, man. We on the move, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody that fucks with me, man. I fucks with you too. You heard? I fucks with you too. You heard? Shout out to my boy Zip the Drip. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Zip the Drip. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my father, Big Stir, Big Trap. I love you, man. Shout out to my mother, Nisi. I love you, ma. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my whole family. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? It's peace and love, man. You heard? For real, because tomorrow's not promised, man. We losing people every day, man. Tomorrow's not promised in our city, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a small quarrel with somebody, man, yo, put that shit aside, man. They might not be here tomorrow, man. They might not be here tomorrow, man. So if I got a small quarrel with you, man, I apologize. I'm sorry. I got the diamonds in. Shout out to TJ Sauce. That's my brother. It's on us, T. It's on us. We up. Shout out to everybody having Halloween parties. Send me them flyers, man. Let's get these parties out so everybody know where the parties is at. Support is key, man. We're going to stand together on this. All DJs, send me your flyers. Send me where you's going to be at so I can post them. That's an open invitation to all DJs. Let's go. Shout out to DJ Top Steve. It's Friday, baby. It's firefighters, baby. If you ain't at Firefighters tonight with DJ Top Story, I don't know where you at. The best drinks in the world, I'm telling you. Shout out to Miss Jackson. We in 30 cities, baby. I swear we lit. We in 30 cities. Shout out to St. Pete. Florida's in the building. Shout out to Tampa. Shout out to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Shout out to Nebraska. Shout out to all of you, man. Shout out to everybody that shares this podcast. Everybody that
Pack your shit. Hey, Thomas, let's go.
Everybody, shout salute to you, man. For real, man, because these are my real supporters, man. And I really appreciate this, man.
Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living wild, that shit is soon end. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Little Bit State on the map. You can visit Lil Brody, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how I go, nigga, no longer trap. If you're feeling this shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me a few minutes and you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get trapped. Then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more, yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Yeah. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Yo, I'm no longer trapped. Let me
I
out,
know you
yeah,
need
I'm
your
no
hoodies.
longer.
Put your orders in now so I can have your sizes. The no longer trap ones, the NFL ones are no longer around right now, but the other ones will be around. I will post the new ones that I have available. I have them in small, medium, large, extra large, in 2X, and 3X. I don't have no 4Xs, so if you need a 4X, you got to hit me up and let me know. You know what I'm saying? And let me know. But they'll be in this week. It's hoodie season. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday the 13th. I need everybody to be safe. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's have a safe weekend. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Chop Stewie. You know what I'm saying? My family. He'll be at Firefighters tonight. If you ain't there tonight, you don't know where the new spot's at. Chop Stewie said, hey, yo, you know what he told me? He said, yo, Trap, this is what they want to do. Check this shit out. Watch these drinks. Whoa! Okay. Shout out to DJ Chop Stewie, man. If you ain't pull up tonight. Check him out, see what he's got going on. Peace. I get with y'all. Stay smooth, stay black. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy, stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Friday the 13th. I need everybody to stay safe. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Fifth First. Shout out to everybody, man.